Hey, I'm Faye. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. This is Figure It Out with Faye, where right now I'm just trying to figure out life and I'm focusing on finances. This is my bi-weekly budget. And this is going to be for a paycheck from August 23rd. And this is my second time now filming this video because I just did most of it on the sheet. And turns out I had my phone set to the camera settings and I don't know what record button I thought I pushed, but I did more than half the budget before I realized nothing was recording. So let's get into it again. And I hope everyone's doing well and that they're enjoying the rest of their summer. We have paycheck and mileage. Paycheck was $2,478. Mileage was $17, bringing us to $2,495. So I did move around a few items. So I moved my car payment from high priority down to debt, put all of my debt in order by priority. And you can probably see my sheets are back to being purple because I figured out what was wrong with the printer. So I just cleaned it and then flooded the ink back through the chambers, and now all the colors are working again. So super stoked about that. One thing for this budget is that I will be emptying 2 of my cash envelopes, the miscellaneous or my wants folder or envelope that is miscellaneous, but I never made the new label for it. And my self-care, because I did get a haircut and I did end up buying a birthday gift for my niece. So we will be paying off one of the cards in full that I put that on so that I could get the discount. So we're gonna start with our wallet because this always gets the same amount. So we always give $200 to grocery, $80 to gas, and $20 to spending. So that's always $300. The grocery and gas is not going to be in cash this week. They're gonna go to one of the accounts. And then we're gonna start with everything that is taken out in the same amount every week. So insurance always gets $50 per paycheck. Phone always gets $50 per paycheck. Easy Pass, I don't fill this every week, but I do need to put more money into it. So this is going to get $5. P.O. Box gets $8 every check. Canva and Cricut always get $5. Apple Cloud and Weight Watchers are not due with this check, but Simple Transfer and Barnes & Noble. Simple Transfer is $12 a year, so it should be $1 a month, but I'm just going to wait until it's fully funded, and then I'm just not going to stuff it anymore. Barnes & Noble gets $2 a paycheck until that is fully funded, and then I'm not going to stuff it. Buffer always comes last because it's whatever I can afford to leave over to keep in the account just in case. And then we're going to go to the debts that have to be paid off this month. So again, these are in order of what needs to be fully paid off. I ripped holes into 4 pairs of pants the last 2 weeks, so I did have to buy new pants. So I did put that on my Barclays card because it's an Old Navy card and everything in the store was 50% off if you used the card. So it was paid off. I put $167 on it. So I am immediately paying that off. So it will go back down to being a $0 balance. Chase, we're going to see where we end up with that, because I'm pulling $200 from my envelopes to help pay that off. So we're going to do that one last. Apple is getting $246 because that pays off the entire August balance. Affirm gets $53 because that's what's owed until the next paycheck. As you can see, Capital One is no longer on this list. Those have been completely paid off. I'm just monitoring to make sure I don't get hit with any more interest. Both of those cards have been at zero since last month. So I will most likely be closing both of those accounts as soon as I know that I'm not going to get hit with any more like subscriptions or interest charges. M&T credit is not due with this check. Discover gets $35. Amex gets $40. Upstart is not due with this check. Neither is Transamerica. My car loan gets $300 per paycheck, and Earnest gets $267 per paycheck. Instead of paying the almost $600? Yeah, almost $600 in one lump sum. I pay it every other week. That way, in my magic months, it'll get an extra payment. Mohela will be getting $83. So really quick, the way that I decided to put these in order, I did start with the snowball method, but right now it's a mix of snowball and avalanche. So Barclays and Chase had the lowest balances with the highest interest rates. So those are first. We are fully paying those off today. Apple is next. Because it's the one that is used most often. And this is the one that I always pay off as soon as possible. Affirm has the next lowest balance after that, and then it goes by interest rate afterwards. So M&T Credit has a 16% interest rate with the highest balance, and Discover and Amex are at 0% interest. So I'm going to pay those ones off last because I have until February to pay off Discover, and then I have until next year to pay off Amex. So that is the order of operations, but I'm trying to plan out a way to get all of these fully paid off by December 31st. That is the main goal. So we did all of those. And then Chase is going to be fully paid off. So we're just going to do the whole balance, which is $793. These are always rounded up. Any change that's left over just stays in my account. And because I'm taking an extra $200 out of my envelopes to pay for that, so I'm gonna just make a note at the bottom. So $200 from self-care and want/miscellaneous. Okay, so let's add this one up really quick. Well, the two that we have, 50 plus 50, oops, 50 plus 50 plus 50. So we have 113 up here. And then down here should add up to 1477. That is not what that added up to. That's because I changed where everything is located on the sheets. Yes, okay. Well, we'll see if everything works out in the end. Savings challenges is getting 48. Yeah, because I forgot that there's an extra 300 for almost $500 added into this mix. So that should all work out in the end. So over here, I usually take where I want to. It really depends on the paycheck and how much money I have to work with. Depends on how much money I want to put towards sinking funds versus debt. So right now the debt was the priority, so I made sure to pay off 2 of the cards in full. And then I go back up here because I want to make sure that these funds are envelopes are fully funded so that I have money so that I don't dip into the debt again. So Christmas is going to get 40. Car expenses will get 40. Travel and vacation will be getting 40. Month ahead gets 50 because my goal is to have a full month of expenses saved up so that I can start pulling all of my bills and cash stuff on a bi-weekly basis and just pull half the amounts and actually cash stuff them. Miscellaneous spending gets 20. Self-care will be getting 30. Gifts right now is getting 0 because I just used my miscellaneous to pay off those gifts. So this should bring us to 220. Let me double check. Yep, 220. So then I add up all of these sections, and whatever's left goes into the buffer. Just in case I did make an error somewhere, there's a little bit of a cushion left in the bank account to cover any mishaps. So we got 2,495 minus 300 minus 220 minus 48 minus 113 minus 1984 minus 10, 11, 12, 13 minus 13 equals negative 183, but plus the 200 that we pulled out of the cash envelopes, which leaves us with $17. So there's the $17 going in here. So remember, I put the plus 200 from self-care and wants, which is going straight towards this bill over here. So income totals, it's going to be the 2495, and then I'm just going to add in a note, so plus 200, so this brings us to 2695. And then my spending totals are also 2695, which leaves us with a zero balance, because every dollar will be accounted for. And then we're going to see what we need to cash stuff. So I'm going to get a highlighter. And I like to use green for cash. So we're going to do spending gets pulled. So does Christmas, car expenses, travel, month ahead, miscellaneous self-care, savings challenges, Easy Pass P.O. Box, Canva, Cricut, Simple Transfer, and Barnes & Noble. So those are all the ones that we will be cash stuffing. Let me add those up. Oh, that's that whole section. Plus 20, plus 48, plus 8, plus 5, plus 13 equals $314 is what we will be cash stuffing next week. And that is this week's budget. I hope that you stayed until the end, and if you did, let's leave... Is there a pumpkin emoji? Let's leave a pumpkin emoji down in the comments below, because I am ready for fall. And if you enjoyed this content, please like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel, and I'd really like to make it to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. And thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.